Before you watch the fan cam, a big shout out to Stocks FC. It is the hub of buying into your favourite football players. That is right. If you wanted to buy Dewsbury Hall, I don't know why I'd buy Dewsbury Hall, to be fair. Let's pick a different player. If you wanted to buy Cole Palmer and then his performances went up, you could make some money as if he was a stock. Check out Stocks FC. There's a QR code on screen as well as a link in the description. Check it out. There's a website. And let me know how you get on, guys. Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. I'm outside Stamford Bridge after a 3-1 win against Wolves in the Premier League. Ziad, today is a win. Nice to say that after, 5 games, something like that. I would say we had a pleasant draw against Wolves, but we had other games really we should have won. Why do you think we beat Wolves and we've broken that cycle now?
Because Wolves are rubbish and we got a couple lucky goals. That's
simple as that.
That's about it. I don't think it was great. I think, like you said, it's good to win. It's good to get 3 points after a long time. But I don't think it was that good. I think you look at the players individually. I think Noni was borderline rubbish. Jackson, rubbish, weak, not trying, missing chances, always offside. Neto was okay, didn't do much. I just don't think Maresca is getting the best out of these players in their attack. That's about it. And you look down the team, I think he's got to change something. Because for me, I don't know about anyone else. There's no excuse for missing out on top 4. I'm not bothered about what people say. January, Sanchez, Jackson, there's no excuse. Newcastle, I don't see a threat to take us all the way down until May. It's a long season. Yeah, they're doing fine now. Bournemouth are doing fine. But I think if you look at it, you say Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, guaranteed top 3 in whatever order you like. But Chelsea getting top 4, it's embarrassing not to get it. So that's why Maresca, and he better sort it out because right now it's not looking good.
Do you feel confident with Maresca as the manager at the moment?
I actually don't know. I'm in the middle, but I still think we'll get top 4. But I don't know how easy we'll get it, or are we going to rely on someone else on the last game of the season, or are we going to have to clutch it in the last couple of games like we usually do, where realistically we should be getting it comfortably. Our squad's good enough. I'm not looking at that squad. It's good enough. It's he's making the decisions to not use Nkunku, Felix off the bench. It's his decisions.
Yeah, they still come off late again, very late. I'm surprised that Palmer even started.
This is it. Like Enzo now not being available, Palmer being tired. This is all down to Maresca for not utilising the squad, for not giving Nkunku or Felix minutes, even when to change the game. That's just part of it. But
that's a very interesting point though, because that is the one thing that people were giving him praise for instead of Poch towards the beginning of the season. So why has that now changed?
It's completely changed. If you look at literally this game at the start of the season, we made so many changes. I believe Neto came on at half time, and Neto got hooked against Bournemouth at half time. Sancho came on. He was benching players and hooking them off at half time. And now for the last few weeks, apparently every single player has to play 90 plus minutes, and then the rest got to come and do. Get pity minutes. And then you look at our players wanting to leave. Vega wants to leave, or Felix is linked to move away, and Nkunku apparently is headed to Bayern. That's because of Maresca. Maresca's given the guy no hope to stay. And Nkunku gets told he's not a striker and he gets played in striker. What do you want man to do? Of course he doesn't want to stay here. But I'm just saying, going forward, Maresca's got to change something, because I don't see this attack changing. The way he set up that attack, I don't see it changing.
You don't think it's going to change?
I don't think he's going to change, and I don't think we're going to improve, because we've got 2 10s who barely move. You can't have 2 10s that all want the ball to feet. You see Felix come on, I'm not saying he was brilliant, but you see something different. You see him moving from left to right, link up from the left winger, link up with the right winger, collect the ball in midfield, make it difficult for the defence. Right now you got Dewsbury who is, that's fine, whatever.
I actually thought Dewsbury was okay today.
It was alright, but I'm saying, what I saw, the way we're going forward, every single time we go forward, the only outlet is the wingers. You see Palmer carrying the ball, going around circles, trying to look at something. It ends up going to a right winger or left winger, and that happens so many times.
Do you not put that down to the way Wolves set up defensively as well? Okay, lots of players in the middle.
We'll change it up then. But it's the same. It's not only about Wolves. We've seen it so many times. Yeah. It's not coincidence that every single game, the way we're playing, it's that every single time we go to Neto cross, Madueke cross. That's happened for a lot. We've seen Madueke go down the byline and cross. It's worked a couple of times. That's fine. But you've got to help the team. You got to look at it and change things. I think right now the way we play football, it doesn't suit a lot of our attackers.
So what would you change?
I personally would move Palmer to the right wing. That's what I said I would do. I don't think Neto or Madueke are performing to any level where they said, yeah, that's my position. You move Palmer to right wing. We've seen him play there last season. It's not illegal to try someone on right wing. It's Palmer's right wing, and you bring in someone like Felix or Nkunku on number 10. You know, someone completely
that
different.
solves a few different problems.
I think that solves a lot of problems. They're completely different. I'm not saying they're better than Palmer, but and you can continue playing Enzo, because I think it was very harsh to drop Enzo when he comes back, because he's probably been our best player in recent weeks. But you play Palmer as a right winger and you play Felix as a 10. I'm not saying Felix is overall a better 10 than Palmer, but he offers something completely different. He offers more movement. He offers off the ball movement and linking up play. He's better at linking up play than Palmer is. Let's just be real. Helping Jackson, linking up with 1-2 Jackson. We've seen Felix's ability to cut passes through the lines, and when he's linked up with Nkunku, we've seen that happen. I think you've got to change that, and I think that will help a lot of players. They'll put less pressure. They'll put less pressure on the likes of Neto and Madueke, or whoever starts on the wing. Let's just say Sancho starts on the left and Palmer on the right. It's less pressure on Sancho. Sancho doesn't have to take on every single player and then create and score. He's not Eden Hazard. That goes for all our wingers. Everyone's moaning right now is that we need wingers that can score and create and contribute to the goals. It was pretty difficult for them, because especially now, because I haven't been to a game in a while. I come to this game and I look at it, and I'm not surprised why these wingers are not contributing to the goals, because they're expecting to get the ball to feet, take on how many players, and then score and get goals or get an assist. That's what Eden Hazard used to do. How many players are Eden Hazard that can collect the ball with 3 men around them and still create something out of nothing? That's what we're expecting. That's the way I see it. I might be wrong, but the way I see it is Maresca is expecting a lot from these wingers. And the 10s that he's playing, I don't think it suits him. Let's be real, Palmer's not been anywhere near the level of performances he was last season. And I just don't think that he's set up right now against the best out in the attack.
What about defensively? I mean, let's talk about Chalobah. He's come back into the squad. We had Tosin alongside him, Cucurella on the left, and then James back in the fold as well. I mean, were you happy with the defensive performance? I know we didn't get the clean sheet, but you probably wouldn't blame it on them.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll mention the goalkeeper, but defensively, Reece James solid. You know, Reece James is a quality player, man. To have that many injuries and to come back and look that comfortable, very strong. That's Reece James for you. But yeah, Tosin and Chalobah were fine, especially bear in mind Cunha is having a great season. It was completely quiet. Tosin, yeah, free, whatever. I'm not really interested. I'm talking Chalobah, respect for him.
I mean, did you think Tosin had a?
No, Tosin was fine. It was good. I'm saying defensively we were fine, but I think we've got to talk about Chalobah, because honestly, if I was Chalobah and I had the choice, I would say fuck off. I'm staying at Palace.
I probably would have.
Mind my language. So I would say, listen. I don't think he obviously had the choice because he's contracted and whatnot, but I would say, listen. You've given me a long-term contract, then you forced me out of the club, and now you want me back. No, mate, I'm doing well at Palace. I want to stay. So respect to him. Come back to Chelsea and be our best defender by far, and the best performer. Him and Reece James were by far the best players. And if you look at it, Madueke took his goal, so he should have had the goal as well. So listen, big respect to Chalobah, but he's made the club look silly. I think he's made Maresca look silly, because I'm sure Maresca has played a big part in why he was forced out of the club.
I disagree. I don't think it's got anything to do with Maresca. I think this club's from but Poch wanted to keep Gallagher. That was never going to happen, was it? Okay. And I think Chalobah was also a factor with Pochettino leaving as well. I think it was the two of them. So I wouldn't blame this on Maresca. I think this is really purely a recruitment.
Whatever way you look at it, I think Chalobah goes home tonight is like a big middle finger to them. So respect Chalobah for that. But listen, I'm sure you want to mention the goalkeeper as well. I've mentioned this man a lot today. Enzo Maresca again. We can speak 24/7 about Robert Sanchez and about how he's useless and about how we can't keep clean sheets because of Sanchez. But the reason we're not keeping clean sheets right now is Enzo Maresca. You got to drop the man. I don't understand why you keep playing him.
So you put this on the manager, the fact that we're not getting clean sheets.
Oh yeah, because the goalkeeper is useless, and the goalkeeper is the reason today, specifically the reason today. Forget all the game today. He is the reason we did not keep a clean sheet, and the manager keeps playing him week in, week out. How many weeks has it been now that we're complaining about Sanchez? Basically the whole season. Why is Maresca still playing him? Why is Maresca all of a sudden he's changed? He's all of a sudden what? Is he scared to drop players? You were hooking players off for half time at the start of the season. Now you're scared to drop him.
There's two arguments to this. I mean, he's certainly made mistakes, but he's had games where he saved us points as well, like your Bournemouths and your Nottingham Forest as well.
100%. Listen, I'm probably the biggest Sanchez fan. I get mocked now for Sanchez. I've been backing him. By the end of the day, if he's going to cost us points, and he's cost us in big moments, in big games, he's got to be dropped. I'm sorry, you can't. The mistake he made today, I only saw it once. He basically tried carrying holding the ball or pushing it away, and it fell in front of him. I'm sorry, that's a little bit too far. I can back a player and say he's making great shot saving saves and whatnot, but sometimes it gets too much. If you're going to cost us more points, and he's already cost us enough points, look at the Liverpool and the Arsenal game. That's 6 points in itself. That we should have probably won that game. But yeah, Jorgensen, I think people write off players. Jorgensen hasn't been given a chance in the Premier League, and I doubt he'll be doing that. I'm sure he can. That will be a big factor in whether we get top 4 or not. Not that it should be.
Big up to you, my friend. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming on. So.